Let me ask Michael and Brad this. As we sit here today in February 9th, Kirk Watson will be elected again in November of this year. Yes or no?
No.
Woo!
Because he's going to be elected in December.
Okay.
But he's going to win re-election, but it'll be in December runoff.
It'll be a runoff.
Mm-hmm.
But Brad, you don't think at all?
I mean, Michael just sort of threw a wrench in it, but I think I agree with Adam, and I mean, Adam hasn't said this yet, but I think this is what Adam thinks, that he's going to have a real hard time going up against a woman. And he's got two women going, and one of them Tovo, the other one Carmen Yanis, who I actually interviewed on my other podcast that'll be coming out this weekend and next week. I don't know. I think he's going to have a tough time. I think there's a lot of, the Republicans, the Verdon supporters, I don't know if they're not all Republicans, but whatever. The Verdon supporters that pushed him over the line last time, I don't think they're real happy with him. I don't think they're going to come out and support him again. I don't know who they support. Are they going to pull the same, bullshit like, oh, we got to do this because it's going to be worse if we don't? I don't know.
He was the only person that spoke up.
I spoke up too. What are you talking about?
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, that's it. I mean,
here's the difference.
I'm not giving a confident no, he's not going to win, but I don't think he's going to win.
I get that it's a presidential year, so I understand the woman dynamic, but Celia was more dynamic than either Kathy or Carmen by leaps and bounds. And she split the real estate money. Kathy and Carmen are full on NIMBYs. So Kirk's going to get all the Rika, Endeavor, Stratus, all that money's going to Kirk. Any that had defected to Celia in the last cycle is going to Kirk now. So he's going to have all the money. And Kathy, it actually reminds me a lot, although Kathy's more talented, of the 18 Adler Morrison race. I mean, it's not going to turn out exactly like that because it's not a presidential year and Kathy is more talented than Laura, but who are you going to support, Adam?
I mean, I'm probably not going to support anyone. I think that I don't like Watson personally, so I'm not going to support him. I don't like Tovo, and I don't even know these other people. I think that Occam's razor would hold that it's going to be a similar thing that'll get you a runoff and win. But there's a part of me, and I talked to someone involved with this campaign who was adamant this is going forward. But I asked him a question, is there a chance he might not run? And there was a slight pause, enough that I caught for like 1/10 of a second. And he said, no, he's going to run. So there's part of me that wonders, he doesn't look good. He's old. Does he really want to do this another 4 years? He can win again and quit, but that's my Joe Biden theory for Watson, that he's not either.
Well, let's say that I think that's. I've been curious why has he not announced? Why has he not filed yet? I think that's kind of strange. So maybe he's pushing to the last second, or maybe either way. Maybe he's pushing the last second to say no, I'm not going to do it, or last second say this is all right, I'm in. If it's just, right now I guess the two big candidates would be Tovo and Giannis. I don't know. I don't remember the other guy's name. I know he announced this week, but who the fuck is that guy? Is it Tovo? Is it Giannis?
If Watson doesn't run, Celia's running.
Celia's already announced for the tax assessor collector.
But she's not elected till November. She could run again. She could run for mayor.
How? But don't you have to file? I mean, don't you think she's going to miss the filing date if he waits till last?
She would bail from tax collector and run for mayor if it was
tax collector is so much more prestigious, though. Why would she do that?
I mean, it's an easier job. You make more money.
As what? Tax assessor?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think that pays $250,000 for tax county.
Oh, shit, God, why am I paying that? Whew. I want to run for that.
I think everyone would get in if Watson quits. Not everyone, but more people.
Well, can someone tell me what the big criticisms of him are? I mean, he's been in there, 2 years, is it?
He's been in there a year now.
A year, okay.
I'm upset that when he ran, he tried to play up this tough guy attitude, riding around on his motorcycle, his Harley, and I haven't seen him do that once since he got elected.
Get him out of there.
I like it.
the crazies have, well, the progressives have taken over almost every political institution in Austin, Texas, and they have forced Kirk to make decisions that the right and the center right don't like.
But
And
he
that
passed home.
that was a totally predictable. That was totally predictable. Anybody could have saw it coming. They did it to Steve Adler. The difference between Adler and Watson is Adler is like that wavy, wacky, inflatable tube man that you see on car things. He just blows in the wind. So all it took was a little wind to push him. Kirk has a little bit more backbone, but so people are mad at him because he's, sided with the progressive wing, which was obvious he was going to do that.
But Tovo was a part of that progressive wing. I mean, they defunding the police and the homeless camping ban. I think the progressive wing is probably going to go for, I mean, either Tovo or Giannis, but I think Tovo is maybe the known quantity for them, so they might support her more.
But she's a NIMBY. So many of those progressives are urbanists.
I don't know. Is she a NIMBY? I think she's saying the right things now, and if she's a NIMBY, I might vote for her. So maybe she's my gal. I don't know.
Probably. You hate housing, so wouldn't be surprised. Well, that was a great conversation of the mayor's race.
I have been described as anti-housing, and I don't know what that means. I've never met anybody that's anti-housing, but whatever.
We'll take a hard look at the